It's an interesting time for business. Tariff and trade policies are dynamic, supply chains are squeezed, and cash flow, it's tighter than ever. If your business can't adapt in real time, you are in a little bit of hurt. So how do you get full visibility and adapt in real time? Over 42,000 businesses trust NetSuite by Oracle, your AI-powered business management suite. It brings accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR all under one roof. NetSuite is the #1 cloud ERP for a reason. It's your single source of truth, giving you the data and control you need to move quickly. Real-time forecasting helps you move into the future with confidence, and with AI built in, you can automate the busy work and focus on strategy. NetSuite helps you see what's stuck, what it's costing you, and how to pivot fast. If I were running a business with a lot of moving parts, I'd use NetSuite for full control over everything. Tame the chaos with NetSuite. If your revenues are at least in the 7 figures, download the free ebook, Navigating Global Trade, 3 Insights for Leaders at netsuite.com/SPI. That's netsuite.com/SPI. You spent months building towards launch day, but when the clock hits 0, your site crashes. Bots swarm, and loyal fans rage on Reddit. That's not good. Fanfare was built to stop that. Fanfare is the drop platform made for high-pressure moments, stampede-proof infrastructure, verified waitlists, and bot filters that actually work. Instead of refunds and rage, you get retention and revenue. And that sounds great to me. Your next launch shouldn't be a gamble. Get Fanfare's 5-step hype drop playbook and learn how to bulletproof your drop at fanfare.io/playbook. Again, that's fanfare.io/playbook. Hey, I get it. You've worked really hard to build up your business, and it's doing great. So great that you need help now. The most important thing for your business is to hire the right people to support it. So how can you find amazing candidates quickly? Easy. Just use Indeed. When it comes to hiring, Indeed is all you need. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. Indeed Sponsored Jobs helps you stand out and hire fast. And with Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. And it makes a huge difference. According to Indeed data, Sponsored Jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. And it's one of the largest databases of job seekers, too, giving business owners access to a wide range of candidates. And one of the things I love most about Indeed is the job alerts feature. I get notified when new candidates apply. There's no need to wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/smartpassive. Just go to Indeed.com/smartpassive right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/smartpassive. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring Indeed is all you need. This is the Smart Passive Income Podcast with Pat Flynn, session number 37. Hey, it's Kane's Arcade.
Welcome to the Smart Passive Income Podcast, where it's all about working hard now so you can sit back and reap the benefits later. And now your host. He always prefers almond butter over peanut butter, Pat Flynn.
Still using a copy-paste website? Break the template trap with Framer. Whether you're overwhelmed by traditional site builders or frustrated with cookie-cutter designs, Framer gives you the freedom to create a site that's professional, polished, and uniquely yours. Framer is the design-first, no-code website builder that lets anyone ship a production-ready site in minutes. It's free to start, allowing you to browse hundreds of pixel-perfect templates or even design something on your own on a totally blank canvas. Add bold animations like appear effects, text effects, parallax scrolling, scroll animations, looping animations, and much more in seconds. The built-in AI handles the heavy lifting, generating starter layouts, and can even translate your entire site to any language. Ready to build a site that looks hand-coded without hiring a developer? Launch your site for free at framer.com and use code SPI to get your first month of pro on the house. That's framer.com, promo code SPI. Framer.com, promo code SPI. Rules and restrictions may apply. Hiring shouldn't be a hassle or a drain on your budget. Upwork is your one-stop shop to find, hire, and pay top freelance talent, saving you time and keeping costs in check all in one place. Companies at every stage turn to Upwork to get things done and find more flexibility in the way that they staff key projects and initiatives by assessing a global marketplace filled with top talent in IT, web development, AI, design, administration support, marketing, and more. And I've personally used them myself and can vouch for them. Posting a job on Upwork is easy. With no cost to join, you can register, browse freelancer profiles, get help drafting a job post, or even book a consultation. From there, you connect with freelancers that get you and can easily hire them to take your business to the next level. Upwork makes the entire process easier, simpler, and more affordable with industry-low fees. Post a job today and hire tomorrow with Upwork. Visit Upwork.com right now and post your job for free. That is Upwork.com to post your job for free and connect with top talent ready to help your business grow. That's UPWORK.com, Upwork.com. Go there now. Hey, everybody, what's up? And welcome to session number 37 of the Smart Passive Income Podcast. My name is Pat Flynn, and thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Now, in the intro, you heard me talk about Kane's Arcade. And if you don't know what that is, I highly encourage you to go to canesarcade.com. That's CAINES arcade.com. And seriously, just, get your family together and watch the 10-minute short documentary. It's just amazing. And I'm telling you, I don't want to ruin it for you, but I seriously shed tears of joy when watching how awesome this little kid Kane is and what he's up to and what happened to him. And I guarantee that after watching it, you'll have a better day. It's just amazing. It's awesome. Now, speaking of awesome stuff, we have another success story interview today with a woman who just impressed the heck out of me with what she's doing online, how she's doing it, how she got started, how much money she's making. And it's kind of funny because she's doing it in a niche that is sort of made fun of in the internet marketing industry. I mean, we always like to use this niche as an example in what we teach. And no, it's not dog training, but I'll let her tell you what it is right at the beginning of the interview. But, no offense to the other interviews that I've done already, this interview, man, when I was listening to her story, my head was resting on my fists on my desk, and I was just taking it all in. It was just amazing, very inspiring. She's a very, very, very smart, hardworking woman, which is what I love about her. So everyone, let's please welcome Lane Amon to the show. Lane, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, Pat, I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. So tell us about your business. First of all, of course, what's the URL and what is it about, and how are you making a living online?
You can find me at www.layoutaday.com. And I am in the scrapbooking niche. And yes, indeed, we get made fun of all the time, but it's true. You can make a living in very niche markets online. And I'm excited to be able to share a little bit about that with you.
Please do.
So I actually started my career as a freelance journalist. Going back about 15 years ago, I was writing for everybody from the Boston Globe to the San Jose Mercury to Runner's World, a whole variety of different publications with kind of a specialty in high-tech marketing. If anybody remembers some of the high-tech magazines like the Industry Standard, I was a regular contributor for them, and that's going back a ways.
Mm-hmm.
And then the dot-com bust of the right around the turn of the century, 2000 came, and a lot of that started drying up. And I had a wide enough base that I was able to keep writing about a number of different things. But I would thought, and just like you encourage people to do in your audience, think about what you're really passionate about. Wouldn't you really want to be doing that? And what I loved doing was scrapbooking. At that point in time, I had a couple kids and had really fallen in love with the hobby of scrapbooking, capturing their stories and photos on scrapbook pages. And so I contacted one of the scrapbooking magazines and I said, I'm a freelance journalist. I'm also a scrapbooker. Do you ever need writers? And in fact, they did. So I started writing for them, became a contributing editor for them, and was writing pretty much exclusively for that niche. Started traveling the country, teaching on behalf of the magazine. And then our next big economic downturn came and the magazine folded. So I had at that point a scrapbooking blog that was on Typepad and had just a handful of audience, regular readers based on the classes I was teaching and based on my name in the industry and things like that. And so at that point in time, I thought, you know what, I'm going to see if I can do what I was doing for the magazine online. I'm a writer. I can write articles and post them on my blog, and I can teach via the internet. So I can do all those things I was doing, but I'll be doing them for myself instead of for the magazine. So one of the first things I did was move from Typepad to WordPress and start an email list. And at that point, I brought about 500 subscribers with me to the Aweber list that I started. So I really started pretty small. I mean, 500 regular readers is not a huge number for people who are starting from scratch. It sounds like it, but it's really it's really not that many people.
Mhm.
So that was kind of the beginning.
All right, so you have so this experience as a writer in the tech industry, then you move to do something kind of you're more passionate about, scrapbooking. You get into this magazine, and that's going well. You get to travel around the country, and the magazine folds. So you decided to go online. You had a blog at TypePad. You switched to WordPress. You had 500 subscribers. So how does how does that turn into a business though? So once you have that blog and you have a small following, where does the monetization come in, or how do you I understand that these subscribers are probably hardcore followers of you, but from that point, from where you switched to WordPress and you had a small email list, how did you go from there to then building a business out of it?
Right, that is a great question because there's a big leap there between 0 and and making a full-time living.
Uh-huh.
And, what I did is I kinda looked at what I was doing already that people really resonated with. And one of the things that I had started several years ago was a challenge called Layout a Day, and that's where the name of my blog came from. And if I'm sure many of your listeners are familiar with the NaNoWriMo, the National Novel Writing Month, where
Hmm.
people are challenged to write a novel in a month. And I thought, I need to do something like that for our industry that is a stretch goal that will inspire people because I'm a great cheerleader and inspirer. I'm a good scrapbooker, but I'm really a great writer, a great communicator, and a great rallier and community builder.
Hmm.
And I knew that's where my specialty was going to be. I wasn't going to wow people with the great artistic creations I made, although people appreciate my scrapbook pages. That's not I'm more like the Rachel Ray of
Hmm.
scrapbooking where I'll help you fit it into your life. You're a busy mom or a busy parent, and I will encourage you along the way and give you ideas and inspiration. So that's really what I did. So I started this challenge called Layout a Day, and it slowly grew and grew. We did it several times a year. The first time around, I think I charged people like $10 to participate, and we had maybe 100 people involved. And
That's pretty good.
that slowly built from there. I started also researching other ways of making a living online. I took Yarrow Stark's blogger course
Yep,
and
great
learned
course.
quite a bit through that.
Hmm.
And in fact, I think that's where I was first introduced to you and just looked at different ways of monetizing what I was doing. So it really built over time, and that Layout a Day course was really the cornerstone of what I was doing, and that's why my blog is named that. So what I would do then is figure out, okay, we did this month of this course, this month-long course. Now I want to take that content and repackage it. So I would take the course material from that month and then repackage it as an information product, and then I would sell that information product. And then I'd go forward and start promoting the next month-long course and then repackage that. And some I repackaged as audios, some I repackaged as fixed term. I guess you'd call it a fixed term program where they get an email every day for the month.
Hmm.
One was an ebook, so I really repackaged them in different ways, trying to reach my audience on different levels. And that's really been one of the biggest keys to what I've been doing is trying different things and not going sole source with anything,
Hmm.
not relying completely on AdSense, not relying completely on affiliate sales, not relying completely on Layout a Day, really experimenting and trying to provide different things to my audience to reach them and also to bring in multiple streams of income.
That's great. I mean, I always talk about diversification and
Mm.
offering people different options. But as far as the options that you're giving people, what's kind of the most, I guess, what's most successful for you? What's bringing in the most money as a part of your business?
Right. When I look at my income now, let's look at 2011 and going forward into 2012. I did hit six figures in revenue last year for 2011.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Now, that's not all take home pay because I do have affiliates in there that I'm paying, and I'm hoping this year to hit six figures in take home pay,
Hmm.
in actual money that comes to me. But one thing that I started last year, because I'm always looking at how I can apply different um, successful techniques and strategies in other niches and other businesses and how I can apply them to what I'm doing.
Hmm.
And one thing that I saw was the ability to create these online webinars, provide video, and because scrapbooking obviously is a very visual market, I saw that there was the technology where I could actually bring classes to people, not only via video, which everybody's been doing via YouTube and things like that, but do it in a live environment. So we could get together in a web room and have several hundred people together, bring instructors from all over the country together in the or all over the world actually,
Mhm.
bring them together in a central location and create these online events. So, starting last year, I put together live online multi day events. So, basically, like a trade show or a convention, but online. And the students enroll and they get access to anywhere from 12 to 15 classes. And they can view them live, and then we tape everything and they get the replays afterwards. But they love the interactive aspect of it. So they're not just watching a YouTube video; they're watching a class presentation with 200 other scrapbookers, and they're all chatting, and they couldn't ask questions of the teacher, and just that interactive level has been extremely successful, and no one else was doing it in the scrapbooking industry.
Yeah, that's really smart. So how much would a ticket to this event cost?
Sure, it's called True Scrap, and to put in my little plug, it's at www.truescrap.com. And our next event is coming up in April of 2012, and it's 100, well, depending on when you enroll,
Uh-huh.
it's 127 early bird registration and $147 when you enroll shortly before the event, after the early bird special has gone away.
Mhm.
And again, they get about 20 hours of video content, plus they get a digital goodie bag and discounts and all sorts of other fun stuff, because scrapbooking often takes place in isolation, like a lot of hobbies, whether it's if you paint watercolors or build wooden boats or models or whatever you
Uh-huh.
might do, takes place by yourself, but you like to connect with other people. And this brings together the community aspect with the education aspect, and it's been really successful.
That's great. I mean,
Yeah.
congratulations. So April
Thank you.
2012, 127 for early bird pricing. Was that the
hmm
same pricing as before?
Yeah. So when we started our very first one in April of 2011, it was $97,
Mhm.
and then it increased to 127 because we added more features to it.
Mhm.
So the second one we did in October of last year went to $127, and this time it's been 97 for alums, so it really encourages people to re-enroll.
Right.
And each time we grow a little bit, so I get feedback from people and see, what do you want? What can we add? What could we do that would make this better for you? And then we just layer it. We add on new elements that people are asking for, and that's been really successful too, because I really try to listen to them and see what they're interested
Right.
in. So 127, we had 350 people at the October event, and we're hoping to pass that for April of this year, so people can do the numbers and kind of see what we're looking at there in terms of revenue.
Yeah, 127 times 350. So let me do that in my head really quick. $44,450.
Sounds good to me.
Um, I used a calculator. I was cheating, but yeah, that's just amazing. That's just for one event, and you can do multiple events per
Yes.
year. I think that's a great idea, especially when you, like you said, when you think about the niche in general, it's kind of a thing you do on your own, but to express interest with other people and be a part of a community, that's huge, and people will pay money to become a part of the community, obviously.
Exactly. And that's what I hear from people as well, is just that it's an experience. It's much about the experience of being together as it is about the inspiration. Everybody's got I mean, it probably in any niche, they've got the information they need. It's
Yeah.
the same reason people sign up for classes in the internet marketing space, because they want to be led through it. They want to be in part of something with other people, and that's really held true for these events.
Yeah, absolutely. So are you doing all of this by yourself, or do you have kind of a team with you?
I have some help. I have several VAs who assist me, and one in particular, shout out to Kelly. Hi, Kelly.
What's up,
She
Kelly?
is my right hand person, and she handles all my customer service, because I
Mm.
tend to get very distracted. I mean, I'm such a perfectionist. If I get one email that says, I really didn't like X, Y, and Z, which might just be a matter of opinion, not anything I did wrong, but
Mhm.
it'll really take me off my path. And I really have to focus on the big picture, because that's where my value is.
Right.
So I have somebody handling customer service. She handles a lot of the questions about, hey, I couldn't get into the web room today, or where's the replay for this? She handles all that for me.
Where did you find Kelly?
She actually was a member of my audience, and I wanted I
That's the
had
best place to get
oh
people
my gosh,
for your yeah.
she understands completely what I'm trying to do. She understands how I would approach things, because she's been around me for so long now, and I never have her write as me. She always writes as herself, and if
Hmm.
somebody gets an email from me, they know it's from me.
Right.
But she has that same, like, she knows I always do things with a sense of humor, and it's not just a straight email back. It'll be trying, I always try to get people to smile. That's kind of one of my things is, we're too serious. So she'll add that element of fun to things, and
Hmm.
she just really understands who I am and what I'm trying to accomplish, and she's been fantastic.
That's
And
great.
then I have a handful of other people who work on a project basis helping me. Like, once I record my podcast, they upload it and post it on the blog for me, and some behind the scene things like that. Somebody
Okay.
helps me. I have a membership site too, and I have somebody who helps me with that as well.
Awesome. So you just mentioned a podcast. So that's one way you're getting new eyes on your brand and kind of expanding your authority in the space. Are you doing anything else to market your business?
Yes, I am. So I take the Pat Flynn approach to marketing. I
All
mean, you need
right.
to be everywhere.
Yes. Love
So
it.
probably my top areas are the podcast. I also do videos quite a bit on YouTube, and that's been very helpful too because, again, scrapbookers are extremely visual, and a lot of people go to YouTube and just type in scrapbooking video,
Hmm.
and they'll find me. I also do a little bit of guest blogging, not a ton, but a little bit. I do article marketing. I trying to think what else. A lot of traffic will come from instructors within my True Scrap, the True Scrap events that we do.
Hmm.
Um, they'll refer people over and they'll discover me because they like person X, and then they come to True Scrap, and my personality is so much a part of that. They say, "Oh, I really like her," and then they end up following me as well.
Hmm.
I do SEO for my blog as well. So pretty much anything that I can do. I'm on Twitter, not a ton because it seemed a little spammy lately, but I try to maintain a presence there. I have my Facebook fan page as well. So I just try to do it all a little bit, but focusing on podcast and the videos mostly.
Nice. Be everywhere. Love
Yeah,
it. This is,
yeah.
oh, I love you that you say that. And also affiliate. You got affiliates pushing stuff for you
Yes,
too.
I do. I have an affiliate program as well.
Great. Couple more questions before we finish up. What do you enjoy most about doing business online?
Mm. Well, the part that I enjoy about business online, regardless of what niche I would be in, is the flexibility. I have 3 kids. I live in Boston, but I'm originally from California, and it allows me to either travel to my kids' events and still maintain my business presence. I can be tweeting while I'm sitting at a baseball practice,
Hmm.
or I can travel out to California to visit family and still, in fact, I'm in California right now, visiting family and still maintain my business. And that flexibility is one of the top elements. And also just the ability to set my own path. I don't think I'd make a very good employee anymore. I have
Yeah.
definite views on how things should be done, and I can try it and see if it works. And if it doesn't work, it's all me, and if it works, it's all me. And that's a lot of fun to have this living laboratory where you can test your ideas and concepts and see yourself grow and challenge yourself and just make whatever you want of it. I love that.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. A great answer. Last question. What are maybe 2 or 3 tips you have for people who are also wanting to start their own online business?
Good question. I was at the Niche Affiliate Marketing Conference in Atlanta in
NAMS.
yes, NAMS, and I was actually instructing at NAMS, and one of the other instructors, Jack Bourne, I was sitting in on his class, and he said, "Find your." I'm trying to remember how he phrased it. Find your unfair advantage, and what he meant was find the thing that other people don't have, and it's unfair only because not everybody has it.
Hmm.
So it could be your contacts that you know everybody. That was something that I actually had because I had been in the industry for so long. So a newcomer to the scrapbooking industry would see that as an unfair advantage because, hey, Lane's been around here for 15 years. It's something that gives me a leg up or a start on the race.
Right.
It could be that you're great at technology or you're great at web design, or it could be that you've got unlimited financing because you got a rich uncle who will bootstrap whatever you need. Whatever your personal unfair advantages, find that and find, it could be a skill, leverage that to the hilt. So in my case, if it's connections, that's something that the True Scrap event has allowed me to hit the ground running with, because I could call up these great teachers who had audiences of themselves, and they knew who I was, and they were willing to take a chance on me. So
Hmm.
find your unfair advantage. That's number one.
Great.
Number two is that whether it's multiple streams of income, multiple streams of traffic, multiple streams of ideas, don't go sole source on anything. Always be looking for something else to add, either to what you're offering your customers, or where you're getting your inspiration, or where you're getting your income, because you just never know which one's going to hit big, and you also never know when one's going to go away. So that's another one I would say.
Yeah, no, perfect. Thank you so much. What an inspiring interview. Thank you so much, Lane, for sharing that information and your knowledge and wisdom. And I wish you, and I'm sure the rest of the community wishes you as well, just even more success in the future. Let's see a 6-figure event this year or something like that.
Thank you. I'm from your mouth to God's ears.
All right. So if people want to learn more about you and what you do, where one more time would they? Where should they go?
Well, I am everywhere, as you know, but the blog is layoutaday.com. Facebook is facebook.com/layoutaday. I'm on Twitter at Lane Aman, and that's spelled kind of funny. It's LAINEHMANN, and I'd be happy to connect with anybody about if they have questions about their particular niche and want some just somebody to bounce some ideas off of, or any way I can be of service. I'm a big believer in giving back, so I'd be happy to help.
Well, thank you again, Lane. This is Lane Aman, the Rachel Ray of scrapbooking in her living. She's living in her own living laboratory, and I really think that's great advice. Just keep trying things, see what happens. If it doesn't work out, I mean, that's the beauty of doing online business. It's not a huge risk, and things are fairly inexpensive to experiment with, and then just see what works and go from there.
You got it.
All right, thank you. Take care.
Thank you, Pat.
All right, bye. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that interview with Lane Aman from layoutaday.com. Super amazing, inspiring, incredible story. And just listening to that again just gets me on fire. It really makes me want to take action. And I hope you feel the same way too. So I'm just going to leave it at that today. Your goal from this point until the next podcast episode that you listen to is to take action, whatever that action may be. Do something for your business and really accomplish it. Think about in the next 5 minutes what that's going to be, and then work towards it. And the next time I come out with an episode, or the next time you listen to one, have that done. All right? So take care, good luck, and I wish you all the best. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the Smart Passive Income Podcast at www.smartpassiveincome.com.
Hey there, quick pause here because I have to tell you about a tool that completely transforms the podcasting workflow, Riverside. I get it. I used to juggle multiple platforms just to record one podcast episode. It was exhausting. Zoom for recording, Audacity for editing, and then a bunch of different apps just to create clips and social posts. I've tried other ones as well. They were okay, but they were clunky and super time-consuming. That's where Riverside has massively helped. I can do it all in one place: recording, editing, repurposing, one platform, one streamlined flow. I just log in, record with my guests no matter where they are in the world, and just like that, studio-quality audio and high-resolution video all in one. And get this, even if your Wi-Fi glitches, Riverside records locally on your device so everything sounds and looks crystal clear. But here's my favorite feature, Riverside's AI editing tool. You can remove silences and filler words with just one click. Hours saved. With Magic Clips, Riverside also automatically finds the best moments and turns them into ready-to-post videos for YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, all without the extra editing. So if you're looking to level up your production quality and simplify your workflow, go to smartpassiveincome.com/Riverside and use code SMART to get 1 month free on the Pro plan. That's smartpassiveincome.com/Riverside, promo code SMART. It's built by creators for creators, and I think you're going to love it. Have you dreamt about being your own boss, but still haven't made the first steps to making that dream a reality? Well, I get that. Starting a business can feel super overwhelming with legal forms, paperwork, finances. It's a lot. And that's why I'm excited to tell you about Taylor Brands. Taylor is a complete business builder designed to make launching your business simple and stress-free. You can register your LLC in just minutes, keeping your personal assets and the business assets separate from day one. From there, you get access to everything you need to get off the ground: legal documents, licenses and permits, invoicing and bookkeeping tools, and even a 100-day business coaching program, all designed to help you hit the ground running. You'll also get a free personalized business plan, branding tools, and so much more. And of course, listeners of this show get an exclusive 35% discount to get started. All you have to do is head to tailorbrands.com/SPI. That's TAILORBRANDS.com/SPI. Stop dreaming, start building with Tailor Brands.